No, it's definitely crossed over. As I was mentioning, I was out in a pub only a couple of nights ago up here where I am, in Teesside, and people are talking about it. And it's a bit more complex than simply saying that he will lose his majority, because there are a couple of things at work here. First is that when the Red Wall voters up here went down to the polls and elected the Conservative Party in 2019, they did so with their fingers over their noses a little bit. Rightly, because they think that the Conservative Party is a party of rich people and the party of sleaze. And I have to say, they're not wrong. But what this does is it gradually erodes any confidence that you can have in Boris Johnson, insofar as anybody does have any confidence in Boris Johnson. I think first the appalling decision to not support the suspension of Owen Paterson, which was clearly, obviously, a terrible, terrible mistake by the government. But because they did that, it's now open season, and Geoffrey Cox is just the first of what I suspect are many, many, many Conservative MPs who are coining it and not giving the constituents the benefit of their time. And that's what it is. I mean, there is no other job in the world, I don't think, where you could say, look, I'm not going to take any holiday leave, but I'm going to go to a nice Caribbean spot for 10 days to earn some cash. And actually to earn some cash, incidentally, being paid by people who are directly opposed to the government. That's what I'd like to do. I hope you don't mind. I mean, it is just bizarre. And while the principle matters, the other thing that matters a lot is the amounts of money involved. It is all very well if you are sitting down in London and saying, well, how can one possibly expect to get by on £81,000 a year, when the average wage up here in my neck of the woods is £26,000 a year? People do not think that 81,000 quid is just chicken feed. They think it's a substantial wage and would be very, very grateful for it indeed. So it rubs people up the wrong way on that issue as well. And of course, it just cements in the mind the idea that this is the party of sleaze, which it is. I mean,
Rod,
with great respect to Sean Bailey, who's a nice bloke, it is the party of sleaze.